Well, students, we're gonna work on some jack-o'-lanterns or some abstract pumpkins as fall approaches. I think that would be a fun activity for us to do. So please use your imagination and be creative. I think I'm just gonna use some simple lines and shapes to design this. I think it might be fun to use maybe some triangle shapes to create an eye shape and add some other shapes inside. They could be the same shape. I think I'm gonna go with a circle shape with a square and then a circle inside. Think about whatever shapes you want for the nose. Maybe I'm gonna go with a rectangle and a circle and a triangle shape. Design the inside of the mouth, maybe with some teeth. And you could do a tongue or something too if you wanted to. Once I have that done, if you want to add eyebrows, and I would add the lines that typically are on a pumpkin just to make it look round. So instead of having them go over the face, when you get to the mouth, stop. When you get to the eye, stop. And then continue that. I'm going to do the same thing when I get to the nose. We'll stop so those lines kind of go around it. When you have this much done, then I would recommend using a brown to outline it. If I use black, it tends to smear into the other colors. So you can always cover this brown with some orange and some different colors like that. But outline those lines just to make them stand out. Once I start coloring it, if they're not outlined, they sometimes disappear. So we'll outline all of those. Hold your crayon down low so you don't break the end off. If you break it, please keep the other side, don't throw it away. A broken crayon will color just the same. So we'll outline that, so sometimes you might have to outline it twice. Once I outline those lines, I'll do these lines too. And then I'm gonna get out all of my colors for coloring it in. So I usually will go with a few colors like a red orange, orange, even like a yellow orange. Sometimes I'll use maybe a little bit of peach and a little bit of this this yellow. So once you've got kind of your colors set up, where this line is brown, I'm gonna probably start with outlining it here, kind of with a red orange, make that stand out. I'm going around the eyes, nose, and mouth. I'm trying to get the background color done. Once I have red orange, then I might add some orange to it. Just kind of like following the colors on the color wheel. So let's pretend I did the other side, and then I might use some of this peach color. And then maybe a little bit of really light orange. And the last color that I'm gonna use is gonna be some yellow. So getting those colors to mix well, help it look more round and more real. Now let's move over to this one. This is one that already has all of those colors done. When that's done, black would be the last color I would use. I wouldn't use black first because then it's just gonna get smeared into those orange and yellow colors and make it look messy. Sometimes I'll fill in these spots black to make it look like these areas have been cut out. So coloring around those details, you can see that I did color in the inside of the eye with some reds and oranges, so it looks like these shapes then have been cut out like a jack-o'-lantern. Once I'm done with that, then I'll move over, we'll add color to this too. Filling in these spaces, please take your time. Once you have those shapes all done, like this one, then you can add some brown or some of this tan, a light brown. Even I'll add some gray sometimes to make it look a little bit darker. If you get that all done, then you can go ahead and start designing a background for it. I might just keep it simple and make it look like it's in a pumpkin patch with some different greens. You can do hills and trees and all of that stuff, but I think that I might just do kind of a line for a pumpkin patch, and we'll outline it down here. And then I'm just going to use kind of a zigzag line to fill in this space. And then instead of using just one green, I'll switch up to another green. And then maybe I'll use this yellow green. And I should really go back and color in some of these white spots a little bit more. Once I've used all of those, then I'll just repeat the color. That's called shading, which is kind of fun to do. If I do all of those, maybe I'm gonna take it and do a little bit of a line here for like a vine or something, could be cool. Maybe I'm gonna put like a tree in here. So just be creative, have fun. And if you get all of these things colored in, then maybe I'm gonna design a sky or something. I'm gonna add a little bit of black to this just to put some shadows into my tree. But here I might do some blue to kind of outline some clouds. Maybe I'm gonna tuck a sun in behind here. Put some lines around it. If you wanted to have some birds flying by or something, we want to have some more hills in here behind this to have that blend in. Some darker hills in the background, and then I could fill in a little bit of color for my sky. So if you get all of that done, instead of just doing one blue, think about finding some colors to do some mixes of some other blues too. So I hope you think this is as fun as I do, and please do a great job.